This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Season's greetings to you all. I'm Shashina Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, Grand Bahamas homicide toll has moved up a notch after a man was shot and killed in an inner city community here in Freeport. Kimberly Mullings has more in this report.
Shortly after 6 p.m. on Tuesday, police officers were alerted of gunshots heard in the residential area of Redwood Lane. Inspector Teresita Pinder shared police findings upon arrival to the scene.
Officers responded and they met a male clad in dark clothing with gunshot wounds above the body lying in the streets.
Police officials say members of the force have spent significant time over the past year building a rapport with residents of the Redwood Lane area, conducting walkabouts and frequent patrols in the inner city area. Inspector Pinder says police are sure residents and neighbors would come forward with information to bring this matter to a close.
At this time, police are combing the area, looking for anybody that can assist us as to what they've seen or heard in this matter. Grand Bahamas has always been forthcoming in assisting the police, and I see nothing less with this matter.
This fatal shooting brings Grand Bahamas murder count to 18 for the year. Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Network News.
Now, less than 24 hours after that latest homicide, Assistant Commissioner of Police Emerick Seymour is reporting that officers have made an arrest and the suspect is in custody.
And shortly after the incident, as a result of the hard work, dedication of the officers, the detectives on the ground, and of course with the support of members of the public, I must stress that, the support of members of the public, we were able to, shortly after the incident, arrest a suspect who we have in custody, who we are questioning in connection with this matter. We are very confident, less than 12 hours after the event, we are very confident that where we are with the investigation, we will be able to lay formal charges very, very shortly to bring this particular matter to a closure.
Well, Seymour says the swift action, coupled with the assistance of the public, is a clear indication that the criminal element will not be tolerated.
All we're doing is sending a clear message to anyone who believes that they can go there and commit a heinous act such as murder, any act of criminality, that we will be there, and we will be there to catch them, we'll be there to arrest them, we'll be there to put them before the court where they belong. We cannot allow the few people in this community, the few people in the Commonwealth of Bahamas, make it difficult for the wider body.
Now, Seymour adds that the investigation is still open until formal charges have been made. Meantime, the local police chief leading a walkabout in the 8 Mile Walk district today. With the Yuletide season approaching, officers have beefed up their presence to ensure a safe holiday season. Megan Shepard was there.
Officers of the Western District out in full force, sensitizing residents and the business community on the importance of being vigilant, especially during this Yuletide season. Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police Emerick Seymour says the initiative is a part of the organization's mandate to provide safety and comfort, but residents, he says, must also get involved and heighten their security measures.
We want to advise members of the public to be aware that there are people among us who exist there. There are some people who exist in this community, as you're aware, who don't have any regard for people's lives, people's property. Please ensure that your surroundings are, in fact, you are aware of what's surrounding your surroundings. You are aware of the persons around you.
The team in the West, headed by Superintendent Loretta Mackey, handed out pamphlets and reading material filled with safety tips. Seymour says he believes it is important to constantly remind residents on the do's and don'ts.
We feel that once they adhere to these and, of course, pay attention to their surroundings during the holiday season, that they will, as we know they will, but they will definitely have a very safe holiday season, because everyone deserves to celebrate this festive season away from the criminal element, away from being disturbed and molested by unscrupulous person.
Also in keeping with the holiday spirit, the team of officers visited the Bartlett Hill School. There, ACP Emerick Seymour read to the first grade class and handed out some sweet treats.
I get to go to school today. Why? Because there's no more chicken pox.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Megan. Meantime, immigration officers on Grand Bahama foiling another alleged human smuggling attempt. Reports say officers received information around 11 a.m. yesterday that several foreign nationals were seen in the area of a local resort in the Lakaya area, acting in a suspicious manner. Immigration officers conducted a search and a Turkish and Guyanese national were taken into custody. Officers later determined that they arrived as visitors and had overstayed their time. Both men reportedly admitted that their sole purpose for coming to the Bahamas was to gain entry into the United States. While at that location, officers also observed two other men standing in the road in front of another resort. The officers decided to question the men regarding their status in the Bahamas, and the men, Brazilians, admitted to being here on Grand Bahama on vacation. Now, it was later determined that these men had overstayed their time as well. The two Brazilians, along with the Guyanese and Turkish nationals, were all transported to headquarters for further processing. They were transported to New Providence today to await repatriation to their home country. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, continues right after this.